BJP at the moment is in silos, gleefully watching all this crisis unfold in Rajasthan within the Congress party. You see the infighting that is taking place. They're just witnessing, waiting and watching and observing. Maybe hoping to do Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan. Who knows? It has managed to net Jyotiraditya Scindia in Madhya Pradesh to ensure the downfall of Kamal Nath government as well, if you remember. BJP leader Jyotiraditya Scindia did meet Sachin Pilot yesterday. Scindia, who had deserted the Congress party just about a few months ago, said that he was feeling sad for his ex-colleague getting sidelined by the Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot. Jyotiraditya Scindia went on to say that talent and capability find little credence in the Congress party. Karnataka BJP MLA K. Sudhakaran also slammed the Congress party and said that he personally welcomes Sachin Pilot to join the BJP. Now, sources say that Sachin Pilot may meet top BJP brass like Amit Shah and JP Nadda and join the BJP with his loyalists.
क्या सचिन पायलट बीजेपी का रुख कर रहे हैं?
देखिए, पहले तो अपना आप वो करेक्ट करें कि मैं भारतीय जनता पार्टी का कार्यकर्ता हूं। आप मुझे काहे के लिए कांग्रेस के सारे विषय पूछ रहे हैं? ये कांग्रेस का अंदरूनी मामला है। आप उन लोगों से चर्चा करिए ना कि वो क्या करने वाले हैं। हम हमारा पार्टी का काम कर रहे हैं और उनके घर की फूट का भांडा हमारे ऊपर नहीं फोड़े। वो अपने घर को संभाले। एक तरफ कह रहे हैं हम पूरे बहुमत में, दूसरी तरफ कह रहे हैं कांग्रेस अल्पमत में, अशोक गहलोत सरकार। कौन कह रहे हैं? सीएम और डिप्टी सीएम दोनों कांग्रेस के। तो आप ये सारे सवाल उनको पूछिए, ये हमारा सवाल ही नहीं, हमारे पास ये उसका उत्तर भी नहीं है। हम क्या करें?
क्या सचिन पायलट इस वक्त भाजपा से बात कर रहे हैं?
नहीं, मैं कहता हूँ पता नहीं कर रहे हैं कि नहीं कर रहे हैं, ये भी मेरे को, मैं उस विषय में ही नहीं हूँ ना कहीं कि बात कर रहे हैं कि नहीं कर रहे हैं, कि कुछ जानकारी नहीं मेरे को। मेरे पास ये काम भी नहीं है कि मुझे बात करनी, और मुझसे क्यों करेंगे बात? पहले तो वो अपने घर के लोगों से बात करें ना, अभी उनको निर्णय करना है।
कांग्रेस में दिक्कत दुश्वारी ये है कि एक तरफ परिवारवाद को मानने वाले नेता हैं और एक तरफ कांग्रेस के आइडियोलॉजी को मानने वाले नेता हैं। तो जो कांग्रेस में काम करते हैं उनको अब कांग्रेस पर भरोसा नहीं, उनके नेतृत्व पर भरोसा नहीं, और इसलिए वो कांग्रेस बड़ी तादाद में लोग छोड़ रहे हैं। कांग्रेस से कांग्रेसियों का ही मोह भंग हो गया है, उसी का असर कई राज्यों में दिख रहा है।
तो मुझे लगता है कि पूरे तरीके से सरकार और सरकार का दिमाग संतुलित हो गया है। इस तरीके का राजस्थान के इतिहास में कभी नहीं हुआ। 124A की धाराओं को यदि अशोक गहलोत जी पढ़ लेते गृह मंत्री के नाते तो पूरी बात समझ में आ जाती। उनका उपहास हो रहा है कि उनको इस तरीके से कानून के प्रावधानों का भी ज्ञान नहीं है। तो कुल मिलाकर अपने खुद को नोटिस दिलवाना, अपने उप मुख्यमंत्री को नोटिस दिलवाना, अपने मंत्रियों को नोटिस दिलवाना, इससे तो साफ है कि जो मंशा उनकी थी कि एसओजी रेसिपी का भय दिखाकर इन लोगों को अपने पक्ष में करना।
Dev Ankur is joining us from Jaipur. Rahul Srivastava also joining us from Delhi. To you first, Rahul. Rahul, it looks like BJP is sitting in the silos, waiting and watching to see how things unfold. They don't want to overtly come across as somebody or as a party that is trying to be extremely opportunistic at this point of time. So the right thing for them at the moment is to just take a step back, see if Sachin Pilot is able to muster up the strength and the numbers as far as the MLAs are concerned, and maybe hit the iron when it's hot. At the moment, the iron is not hot. Looks like it's just lukewarm.
Chetty, the BJP till yesterday was waiting in the wing. It was an attempt by the BJP to create a limited liability situation in which its hands was not visible. But yesterday night, when Sachin Pilot first met Jyotiraditya Scindia and then senior BJP leader from Rajasthan, Om Mathur. Remember, Mr. Mathur is supposed to be very close to the current dispensation in the BJP. And one of those men who are said to be very close to Prime Minister Narendra Modi also. And from there on, the little hand, BJP hand was visible. So the BJP now cannot say that it is not partly in the frame as far as the Desert Storm in Rajasthan Congress is concerned. And after that, in the morning when the raid started happening, though what we are told that in the process of a raid by the Income Tax Department, there is something called satisfaction note, which has to be signed by member investigation in the CBDT, which is only when the agencies have certain amount of evidence of tax evasion by an entity, then only that paper is signed, clearance is given for a raid. But the fact is that the timing by ED and income tax was very visible that somewhere the center was becoming a party. And after that, now the BJP will have to wait and watch. Remember, the divide between the ruling dispensation led by Ashok Gehlot and the BJP is nearly 50 seats. And in that scenario, a large-scale defection is not, or like what happened in Karnataka or Madhya Pradesh, is not possible. So it will have to really wait and see how much dent can Sachin Pilot cause. If he breaks away, if the tie breaks, perhaps that weakens the Congress. I think right now the BJP's first target is to create a sense of turmoil, abet it, see how much turmoil will lead to the damage to the Congress, and then perhaps once it gets weakened, then go in for the kill.
Yes, so it is a wait and watch for the BJP at the moment. Dev Ankur is also joining us. Dev, as Rahul was also mentioning, they're waiting and watching to see, abetting the turmoil perhaps in many ways as well. But just look at the numbers that have come in. Gehlot is at 109, 104 plus 5 letters of support. You've got Pilot, who is at 17, that includes him as well. So 16 plus 1 for the Pilot. So looks like Sachin Pilot at the moment is on a weak footing at the moment.
Well, clearly, Chaiti, even as Rahul was pointing out, the BJP would not want to wade into troubled waters till the time the situation really worsens extremely badly for the Congress to a point of no return. And how that can happen is if Sachin Pilot somehow manages to attain the kind of numbers that he has actually been proclaiming. He claims that he has the support of more than 30 MLAs. Apart from that, a few independents have also sided by him. But from within the Gehlot camp, the sources, the news that has been emanating out from there, and also from our, ground reports, we can make out that the Gehlot camp has around 105 to 107 MLAs at this point in time. So clearly, as far as the arithmetic is concerned, in an assembly of 200, the possible numbers that Pilot camp at this moment can have, realistically speaking, lies anywhere between 12 to 18. So that will not clearly suffice for the Pilot camp to be able to form a government, even if it aligns with the BJP. Gehlot has ensured that all the MLAs have been brought at this Fairmont Resort in Jaipur. It is a private resort, and there is an interesting anecdote to this resort, Chaiti. This is the resort where the income tax has been holding raids, has been conducting raids since morning today, and the Congress has blamed the Modi Amit Shah dispensation for those raids. In fact, Randeep Singh Surjewala, without mincing any words, mentioned that these are frontier organizations. The CBI, the ED, and the income tax are frontier organizations which are made to helm the situation when the likes of Amit Shah and Modi want to destroy the democracy, clearly hinting out that these raids will not...
Dave, hold on to your thought right there. There's been high drama and optics at the Congress headquarters in Jaipur. Earlier this morning as well, you saw posters of Sachin Pilot that were removed. This were even when Congress MLAs were congregating to pledge their support for Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot. Now, as Congress has reached out to Pilot and struck a reconciliatory note, the posters were back at the Congress office. What's the message behind all of this? Now, questions is what is really happening in Rajasthan? These are big questions that we're asking at the moment. Let's walk you through why is it that Ashok Gehlot and Sachin Pilot drifted apart. There were certain flashpoints between both of them, and these were not just 1 or 2 flashpoints. There were a total of more than 10 flashpoints at several different junctures, several different points of time. The reason why they had drifted apart. Number one, let's walk you through the flashpoints as well. The first flashpoint is Pilot's appointment as Rajasthan Congress chief in the year 2014. Second flashpoint is 2014 Lok Sabha polls rout under Sachin Pilot. Third flashpoint between the two leaders was Gehlot made Congress General Secretary in Delhi but wanted a role in state. Fourth flashpoint is that Rahul Gandhi had given a free hand to Sachin Pilot ahead of the 2018 state polls as well. Flashpoint number 5 is that Ashok Gehlot fielded 11 independents to counter Pilot in assembly polls. The sixth flashpoint is that Ashok Gehlot helped Congress secure majority by roping in independent and RLD MLA. Seventh flashpoint is that Pilot failed to get approval in internal MLA survey. 8th flashpoint is that Sachin Pilot wanted a seat next to governor in the oath-taking ceremony. 9th flashpoint is that Pilot was denied entry into assembly from Speaker and Chief Minister's gate. 10th flashpoint is that Pilot was not roped in for the decision-making process. 11th flashpoint is that Sachin Pilot's close associated switched to Ashok Gehlot's camp. The 12th flashpoint is that Gehlot's close proximity with 10 Janpath. 13th flashpoint is that Pilot had no access to Rahul Gandhi. 14th flashpoint is that Gehlot had pushed for Pilot sacking from the state president's post. There were so many flashpoints between the two leaders.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.